We are live. What is up, world? Hello, hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. Give me just 1 minute, make sure that my live stream is coming through loud and clear. Hello, hello, hello. And we're good. So, what's up, everybody? Actually, let me turn my ringer off and not on. That way I can focus in on the content for today. So I'm going to cover how to attract more customers into your business, and I'm going to give you a very specific example. The title of this live stream was quite lengthy, so if you read it and you're here, then congratulations, welcome. Hopefully this will be of tremendous value for you. My name is Justin Glover, and like I said, the topic's going to be how to attract more customers into your business, and I'm going to give you an example of a pumpkin patch. So if any of you guys are managing pumpkin patches, or you have your own pumpkins that you're trying to sell, this will be helpful for you. I'm going to show you a good way to do it, at least from my perspective. All right, so here's the gist, and I mentioned a lot of this in the description. I'm just going to kind of retell part of the description for those of you that shortcut and just hopped on. But as I drive around my house for the last few days, I'm seeing pumpkin patches everywhere. There's nurseries that have them, churches, they're in parking lots, like random parking lots. They're on the side of the road, in the back of trucks, at grocery stores. I've seen them in gas stations, at banks, at restaurants that have nothing to do with pumpkins. Not one single pumpkin related thing on the menu, but yet they're selling pumpkins out front, in front of the restaurant. And so point is, lots of pumpkins being pushed around here in my area, and pretty much everywhere else that you can actually imagine. I'm seeing pumpkins being sold out there. So as I said in the description, the pumpkin slingers, or slangers, depending on where you're from, they're everywhere. People are out trying to slang their pumpkins. So hey, April, watching from Fayetteville, glad to have you here. So the pumpkin people are out there everywhere. Lots of people trying to sell pumpkins. However, if I go to Google and I type in something like pumpkin carving class in Conway, Arkansas, guess what comes up? Nada, not anything. Nothing comes up. Well, close to nothing, as I mentioned in the description. There is one single 2-hour pumpkin carving class that's happening at a college, but the details for that, even if you see it and you pull up the details, it's not very enticing. It's kind of poorly written. I wouldn't register myself because it wasn't very enticing. Plus, it was 10 days ago. It's irrelevant now. There is no pumpkin carving classes in this local area. And so as an internet marketer, somebody who markets businesses and grows businesses using the internet, like, this is confusing to me. It just doesn't compute. It doesn't make sense, because I would do it very differently. If I had a pumpkin patch and my goal was to sell more pumpkins, I would be going about it so differently. All right, so there's literally hundreds of people in this town right now that are trying to attract people to them, to their pumpkin place, all right, wherever they do their pumpkin business. They're trying to attract people to them, yet none of them are putting out any marketing that's attractive. They're just not. All right, all of the marketing that I've seen is all buy one, get one, 10% discount on our pumpkins, buy pumpkins cheaper from us, our pumpkins are cheaper than the neighbors, blah, 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 freaking blah. It's all push marketing. And what I mean by push marketing is pushing your shit onto other people, pushing your product. Come buy my stuff. Here's a reason, more reasons for you to buy it. I'm giving you a bigger discount. That's called push marketing. All right, push marketing is not attractive. If you're out there and you have a pumpkin patch and you're trying to sell pumpkins, then push marketing is kind of what everybody else is doing. It's not attractive. Here's a better idea for you. Try some pull marketing. All right, what is pull marketing? Pull marketing is marketing that you can create and it pulls people to you. All right, just the offer and the marketing itself. And so by offering a free pumpkin carving class or a free pumpkin carving workshop, you will pull or attract people into your little pumpkin paradise where you want to sell your pumpkins. All right, so who are you going to attract if you were to offer a free pumpkin carving workshop? Well, I don't know, people that want to carve a decent pumpkin, people that have no idea how to carve a pumpkin but want to. or maybe somebody that's never carved a pumpkin before, or they want to just do a better one, or they want to compete in a pumpkin carving contest, or whatever. Maybe they just want to go have a good time and create a good memory with a child. Maybe that's the reason. All right, so that's who you're going to attract if you were to put that type of marketing out. All right, so the pumpkin carving class, and I would personally go, like if there was a good one offered, I would personally go. So leave a comment, like comment on this thread if you would also go to a pumpkin carving class or a pumpkin painting class or workshop. If it was in your local area, it was offered for free, and you could go and create a good little memory or moment and come away with a cool painted or carved pumpkin. Like, would you go to that if it was available? Let me know in the comments. And so the pumpkin carving workshop or the painting workshop, that gets them into your place of business. All right, so they can either bring their own pumpkin, or maybe they could buy the pumpkin from you when they get there. That's another idea. Because what do you need if you want to paint a pumpkin? Or if you want to carve a pumpkin? What is a mandatory requirement? You gotta have a pumpkin. And so you can make it attractive to the marketplace, to the people driving by, and say, hey, we're doing a free pumpkin carving class or a free pumpkin painting class. It happens every day, or twice a week, or this one day, or whatever. And guess what? It's free to come. You can bring your own pumpkin if you got one. If not, we serve pumpkins. We sell pumpkins, right? And so they can get it from you when they actually get there. And so Home Depot does this all the time in their marketing. If you've ever seen the Home Depot ads, they do this all the time. They offer free board cutting workshops, free lumber cutting workshops for the kids. And so they host them almost every Saturday, depending on where you live and where the events are. And the workshop themselves, that's what actually gets people into the store. All right. And so strategy number one for increasing your income in your business, if you own a business, increase the number of people who come into your place of business. You increase the number of people that walk through the front door, is your sales going to go up or down? They're going to go up. You're likely going to sell more stuff. Is everybody that comes in the door going to buy more stuff? No, but some people will, just for getting them in the door. And so the workshop is used to attract people and get them in the door. All right, if more people walk through the door, more stuff will be sold, period, end of story. Not everybody that comes in is going to buy a pumpkin, but some will. All right, and it doesn't matter. I'm using the pumpkin example, but here's the reality. It doesn't matter if you're selling pumpkins or beer or houses or vacation packages. The concept works for everything. All right, you own a bar and you're selling beer, put something else out there, a beer brewing class, a beer brewing educational, whatever. All right, attract some people in there, and guess what? When they're in there, they're probably going to buy some more beer from you or whatever. All right. And so I've never seen any business or any industry that uses that this hasn't worked for. All right. If you use the proper type of marketing that attracts people, pull marketing, then this will absolutely work regardless of what you're selling. So this works every single time. And this is the basics of what I refer to as attraction marketing. That's what it's called. And I've been doing this type of marketing, specifically using the internet, for over a decade. Purchased my first domain back in 2008, and now here we are, 2018. It's crazy it's been that long. But my point is, once you have your pumpkin carving workshop, if that's what you want to do to stand out, you want to sell more pumpkins, and nobody's doing this in my town. And this applies, it's not just for my town, this is anybody, anywhere. But if you want to sell pumpkins, this is how you do it. And so once you got your pumpkin carving or pumpkin painting workshop, you got that scheduled, you got it on the agenda. How do you actually get people to show up? How do you get people to know about it? Well, that part's easy, because there is literally zero competition in the search engines. When I go to the search engines right now and I open up a new tab and I go to Google and I type in pumpkin carving workshop or pumpkin carving class in Conway, Arkansas, nothing comes up except the one result that happened 10 days ago. So there's nothing, there's zero competition. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually show you kind of how you can add yourself there. So when people go, you create your class, and then you go get your class ranked on the search engines. So when other people go to search for it, they see you. All right. And so this works, like I said, for other things other than pumpkin patches. But I'm going to cover that. Like I said, that's just the example I'm using. So you've got your free workshop scheduled. how do you get them ranked on the search engines? How do you let people know about it? Well, it's very, very easy to do that, especially when there's no competition. Right now, you may be in an area that has a little bit more competition, and if you're a bar or an existing restaurant and not something that's seasonal or related, then you might need to go a little bit further with this next step. But it's very easy, especially when there's low competition or no competition, for you to get your content, your videos, your pages, your websites, your information in front of people when they go to Google and just type in the specific keywords. All right. And so the first thing is you got to identify the desired keyword that you want to show up for. In this case, the keyword that we want to rank for is pumpkin carving class near me, or pumpkin carving class Conway, Arkansas, or pumpkin painting class Conway, Arkansas, or insert your location wherever that is. And so in any variations of the above, all right, if somebody goes to Google and they type pumpkin carving class Conway, Arkansas, what do you think they're looking for? A pumpkin carving class in that particular place. And so if you have one, you need to be there in front of them when they're looking for it. All right. And so any variations of the above, whether it's a carving class or a painting class or a pumpkin pie cooking class or whatever, right? Whatever your attractor is, the thing that you're offering that gets people in the door. All right. So any variations of the above, first step is to identify the keywords that you want to rank for. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to upload a video to YouTube. And I'm going to tell you what kind of video here in just a moment, in case you're like, what do I say in the video? So here's what you do. You pick one, all right, pick one variation of the keyword. So pumpkin carving class, Conway, Arkansas. That's one variation of the keyword. And then you would name your actual video, the raw file, the raw video file, you would name it that. All right, so in this example, it would be pumpkin carving class, Conway, Arkansas.mp4, if that was your video. So the video that you're uploading to YouTube, you want to name it with that keyword or that key phrase as the name of the actual video file. All right, so once you've done that, then you want to include the details of your workshop with the specific instructions on how they can actually register. All right, that is your video description. You put the details of the workshop because you want your little video to serve as a little machine that tells people what the pumpkin workshop is all about, and then also it tells them how to sign up, where to attend, what time to show up, all the specifics they would need, and it walks them through that process. Okay, so that's essentially what your video needs to cover. And this can be done in a couple of different ways, but in your description, what you want to do is you want to sprinkle your keywords that you're trying to rank for. And so for this example, you would sprinkle some keywords like pumpkin carving class near me. Maybe later on in the description, you call it a pumpkin carving workshop in Conway, Arkansas. So you just mix up a couple of these variations and you put them into the description. And these are the things that if you do, when you upload your video to YouTube, your video is going to shoot directly to the top of the search engines because it's going to be most relevant in Google's eyes when people go and they search for pumpkin carving class or pumpkin painting class or whatever. All right. So this has to be done. There's one other little secret that you can use, a little hack that you just picked up over the years. Once you upload the video, YouTube gives you a video link that you can share. You take that link, then you go back and you edit the description in that video. And at the bottom of that description, you post that link and then you save your changes. All right, by doing that, that's creating a backlink from one of the most highly weighted sites out there on the internet, which is YouTube. All right, you're literally linking to your own video in your own video description. So one little hack will help boost your rankings to the top. And so if you do that, just follow those simple instructions in 24 hours, 48 max, your video will be on the first page of the search results. Very likely it'll be the #1 spot. You can do multiple videos and just dominate the whole search engines. Right now, like I said, there's zero competition for this. And so let's talk about what should the video actually be. All right, well, simply put, you want to state the details of your class, of your workshop, of the attraction thing that you're putting out there and offering to bring people into the door. All right, so this can be done in a couple of different ways. It can literally be you looking into the camera saying, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm having a pumpkin carving workshop, it's happening on this date at this time, we do it every day, once a week, whatever. You just give the details. All right, give the specifics. Like I said, it can be you reading words speaking words into the camera. It can be you reading them from a screen, where you're showing your screen, where you're showing the website and just you talking. It can be a voiceover of a few photos of some beautifully carved pumpkins. All right, it doesn't have to be anything special. All right, it can be a combination of both or all of these things. All right, it doesn't have to be fancy, just simple, just direct, providing everything that somebody would need to know. All right, this is what you're wanting to do, is just relay the basics of how the experience is going to flow. Hey, here's when it's happening. Here's the specifics. It's free. Bring your own pumpkin. If you don't have one, you can buy one here. It starts at this time. It ends at this time. Here's kind of how it's going to go. Bring the kids, bring the pets, bring a camera to take pictures. We're going to provide you with a picture of you and whatever, right? Whatever. So you're just relaying the details of the experience. And then you could also advertise your workshop on traditional local channels that are still effective, because internet marketing is not the only way to do things. It's a great way, but it's not the only way. Radio still works for these type of things. So run an ad to your video. You know, yard signs, put up yard signs, you know, hey, look at, but instead of having yard signs that say buy one, get one, or our pumpkins are cheaper, have yard signs that drive people to the free information of your free pumpkin carving workshop. And drive them to the video, which then drives them. It's basically, it drives the sale. All right, it tells them all the details that they need, tells them when to show up, where to show up, what to bring. It gives them everything, and it walks them through. It guides them through the process. All right, anybody that's interested in registering, the YouTube video would answer all of that for them. And so the workshop, just to recap, the workshop itself is what attracts them into the store. All right, some people will buy stuff whenever they're there, and all of them, I would make it so that all of them leave with memories, with stories. So create a great experience for them. Make it fun. Send them home with pictures. Send them home with memories and stories and reasons to tell other people about your pumpkin carving workshop. So that's all for now. I hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Hopefully you got some value. This is the fundamentals, what I talked about. This is literally the fundamentals of how attraction marketing works. And oh yeah, by the way, if you're not aware, some of you maybe not aware of this, but I actually teach this type of stuff, especially how to do attraction marketing on the internet. All right, I teach this to really bring more customers into your business, or distributors into your business, if your business is, you know, home business or network marketing or something like that, or if you have a bar or a restaurant or a sporting goods store or a pumpkin patch or whatever. Attraction marketing works for all of it. And so this is the type of stuff that I teach. We've actually got a private group where we train on stuff like this literally every week, in some cases multiple times a week. And so reach out to me via private message if you'd like an invite into one of those groups. I'll happily send you over some questions. It'll help me get to know you a little bit more, understand your wants or your needs, and from there I can give you, you know, some simple to follow, step-by-step plans or blueprints or whatever to get you what you need. All right, if I can help. And so all that's free, but only as long as my scheduling allows. All right. So all you got to do, if you're interested, if you want to learn more about this stuff, or in our groups or whatever you want to invite, just reach out. Let me know. That's all you got to do, is just to ask. All right, send me a PM. I don't know that you want it if you don't ask. And so there you go. There you have it. I hope this was valuable. Let's see who popped on and joined today. We got Cindy, Janet. Hello, Shannon. Shannon Hoverson in the house. Hey, Shannon. Mom is here. April says, freaking blah, that's funny. Zach is in the house. Joe, Shelly, Elena, Lauren, Tammy, Robert, I see you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have an amazing day. It's Monday. What's today? The 29th of October, almost Halloween. There's still time. If you're selling pumpkins and you're not selling many, you want to sell more, rewatch this. Implement what I just shared, because it's a formula to sell some more pumpkins. It's also a formula to sell some more of whatever your product or service is. So hopefully you use it. Hopefully you apply it. And let me know if I can help further. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.